Is there technically Coronation Street that they're going down?
Cobble by cobble.
Cobbles, exactly.
Again, it's the weekend King Charles has been looking forward to basically his entire life. He will be crowned King of Britain this coming Saturday. Celebrations take place the entire weekend. The main service, will start at Westminster Abbey, 11 a.m. local time. That's around 6 a.m. Eastern here. After the royals arrive in procession from Buckingham Palace, after the ceremony, more members of the royal family will join the procession back to the palace. Not Prince Harry, however. He is getting on a jet because Archie's birthday is the same day. We've been down that road numerous times.
Yes.
But that is the Queen Consort and the future King of England. And Colin and Justin, you have a bit more experience in this space than us. Please explain.
We've been, we've done so many different things over the years, and we've spent a fair bit of time at events where the royals have been. So we've met King Charles, and we've met the Queen Consort, and I have to say, she was actually great fun. She was much more energetic than we thought. She was really inclusive. I was actually wearing a kilt when we met her, and she came directly to me and she said, I have to tell you that what you're wearing is a direct contravention of rules.
Of etiquette.
Of etiquette, because you shouldn't be wearing, apparently, you shouldn't be wearing a tartan kilt in the presence of royals out with Scotland unless you're at a hunting gathering. And Colin was like, well, how do you know he's not hunting today, Camilla?
Exactly.
She was amazing. And then she said, what did it feel like? And then Colin said to her, imagine you went out without knickers on, Camilla. That's how it feels when you wear a kilt.
If you're a true Scotsman, you wear nothing
stop.
underneath. And she had this huge, uproarious laugh. And then she whispered to me, you know that I'm a secret Leafs fan? No, she didn't do that.
No.
She could have. She had a great sense of humour. And, you see that the workings going on behind, and they're so set in, all their people move them to here and move them to there, and they get that little kind of handshake. And if you watch any footage of
Meanwhile, look at your hair, Colin.
I mean, look, so look at this super
like
long
curtains.
hair there.
Forgive me if
my
this
God.
is inappropriate. How old are you guys in this photo?
It's like, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago, plus a lot of filtering. An awful lot of filtering.
Exactly. She's looking at my hair going, oh, my God, look at that man. Look
I
at
don't know
his
about like the tone of you saying, well, how old were you there? And fairly that we look like kids, and now we're like two old hags.
You guys look fantastic in this photo.
You look fantastic today. So really, it's just a matter of like loosening up in front of them where they can kind of feel like they can
think
be
so.
loose too,
Because
right?
they've obviously been used to so many protocols and having to behave in a particular way. And whether you like the royals or whether you don't like the royals, they undoubtedly do a lot for the British economy. And we know that the coronation is reported to cost somewhere in the region of £100,000. However, it should bring 100 million. However, it should bring in 10 times that much, £1 billion. So if we can take £1 and times it by 10, drive that into the British economy, then whether we like them or not, it's not necessary. I'm not the hugest royalist. I'm a bit on the fence. But for the coronation, I think, OK, let it go, bring the money to Britain. On the other hand, Britain's on its knees at the moment. The economy is in a really hard way. So it's really easy to think there's a major, major reason that it shouldn't happen, when in actual fact, further forward, it's going to be good for the economy.
How will Colin, because that's an interesting point. Look, I mean, the overriding storyline here, despite this event being so historically massive, is how it's being received.
Yeah.
Colin, how do you think it's going to be received globally?
I think it's going to be received really well. I think people like Charles, and I think there's a feeling that he's been waiting in the wings for so long.
He has.
He has been the eternal royal bridesmaid, and suddenly he gets to step up, for the big ceremony, which is fantastic. People in Britain are super into it, and I think it's a weird thing where at times where people need a bit of escapism, it's almost like the royals are like sport. If the people who love them come together and really celebrate, and they love the history, they love all the pomp, all the glamour and all of that nonsense. So I think it could be really, really good, and it is very British. So in terms of brand Britain globally, that's what people think. They think about palaces and gold carriages and horses, and I love all that.
But the frustration for Brits is he could pay for this himself. He has such incredible wealth. So I wish he were paying for it himself. Then I'd be behind him all the way.
Right. And so you guys are going to be up on Saturday morning, 5 o'clock?
100%.
We'll be in Cape Breton on Saturday. So.
Okay. All right.
So you'll have to get up that early.
That much
if you were
earlier,
here, you have to
yeah.
get
And
up
then
earlier.
Earlier, yeah.
It is going to be a massive event. Cynthia Mulligan, Lisa Laflamme are in London. They'll be covering it for City News. Colin and Justin have been kind enough to join us, despite like really busy schedules. They're here with us for today, tomorrow, and Thursday. So it's a big week for the royal family. Regardless of what you think of them, massive, and we'll have it covered here on BT. We're going to take a break.